Ransom chicken one. So your Lama Shabla so and Lama do Gunjore Moje number Zumge, Dada Zumje Damje, Lojo do Jinji Love those, Chilam do Jinji Love those. Lamdru was over Jinji Love those, Juna Ishi Zujara Jinji Love those, Toberanji do Jinji Love those. Tuji Jinji Tower Jinji Love those, then the Tabla Keba Jinji Love those, then the number Jinji Love those. Tui Yermin Deborah Jingi Love those. Ganda Jojo Dongi na the Lomar Jerba Suda. Deng di Dembe Chiki Jarbeje, Yamber de Batam Jedre, Namaria Damala, Egedan, Nujing, Get Junda, the me again, Dandawa, Gengi, Get Jamba, Tom Jege, Dunda, Get Jede, and one of them got an embassy, Jedam Jelana, Meba, Yanda, but it's always one Jigi, Kovan, but Jenajan Dobraja and the Jedu Dambeji, Zamozambragia, and Yambe, Tugi, and the sort of December Shah. The young guns and Brajabi Chune, Janju Semba Jimbo, gets it Tommy Gisumbe, the Lojon, the Sumjo Sodi me, Chanchugi Lamjong, and Sigje D. Sende Nyamsulente, Rowan Jachimbola, Pemba than the to give Melam the Jedesembara show. So we are talking continually, 37 stanza. Today is here is 22 stanza. We arrived just today. And so before that, we talk about relative bodhicitta. All this, and when beginning with, of course, their kind of remark, their renunciation to all the attachment. Then when you, it's important renunciation because you are attaching to worldly things, it distracting you to generate bodhicitta. When you renounce that you completely, totally, that you no value of the worldly things, and you mind become more one-pointedly thinking of the enlightenment, and so this become important for you. This make the, and then you can easily renounce. But the renunciation need to be forethought is very important. Beginning with a little bit stretch there, and forethought is a thing. Pursues human existence. How great value is. How difficult to get this, and after you get how great value, get. This based on this body, you can get enlightenment. But in order to get that, this body to perfect body, you have to have good karma in the past. So past life you did good job, you born human being. Now this lifetime is you are responsible. Next lifetime, better than last time, no worse. That is important part. Sometimes we forget. And when you get such typical body up to 10. You can use it. It's a kind of wish-fulfilling gem. You can use this body as like tool to get anything you want. You avoiding negative, do all positive. You're getting everything what you need in this lifetime. Not only that, if you're more motivated Bodhisattva way, have the kind of relative bodhicitta to train, then reach in absolute bodhicitta, you can do this body. Then you are getting great using this and not misuse it. So you value this. So you can get enlightened based on this body, But you don't do anything. You have not fulfilling this lifetime what you needed. And that is the kind of very obvious they're saying this. That was the first we talk about that to make sure how valuable this body, how important. It's very precious. You're not getting again, and not sure how long lasts this one. And there's pressure. When you lost, and you lost, big loss. You've been golden earth, and go back empty hand, nothing, pick up any gold, that will regret for you. And you can see I was there, very wonderful place. I could pick up some, but I don't do anything. I come back empty, and that is you regret after you die if you don't do any good things in this lifetime. But then second one telling you everything impermanent, very important impermanent. So that's what we teach in impermanent meditations, how important. Otherwise, we can see the value of this mind, this body, and then we can lots of things to do good. But same time, I have to rest today. Maybe next hour I do. Next hour something happen, or next day, the next week, next month, next year. And certainly you're dying sometime. You don't do anything because you're responding. But impermanent meditation doesn't allow you that, because you can see many, human body is not easily, not last long. It's born, that's sure you're going to die, but when die you're not sure. Young age, old age, you have time for practice dharma, or you can die. You don't have sick and anything, but many different cause of the dying. So this one of them can take any time. So think of that way, then I can see I'm not responding. My time, I use it immediately when I have leisure. Lots of important things are for need for this lifetime. But when you do practice, that's the important point of continually this and next lifetime until you reach enlightenment. So impermanent meditation is very important. Milarepa always sing that way. He has, because he run to mountain. Who push him to mountain? He thinking of impermanent. That make him to go to mountain. Then in the mountain he had no distraction because he always thinking of dying. When after he meditates so much in permanent, then he become fearless, not afraid to die. So all this enlightened he reached there is meditation on impermanent. Similar, Buddha has many times impermanent meditation talking about, which we have covered a little bit there also. And then also we have law of karma, cause and effect. And then also that make up to all, you renouncing everything that you have to enjoy here. So when you let go everything, your mind not attaching, clinging, anything, then easily to you have devotion. And then easily you generate bodhicitta. So when you have devotion and bodhicitta, all you truly is need for this, for getting enlightenment, then you can totally focusing mind. And then when you have such renunciation, we talk about how we engaging our life. Whatever problem comes, all problem you take seriously, turn into dharma, good action, and then avoiding that misfortune turn into fortune, for again more do something good. So this is all what we have already talking about, how to renounce. This is very important, renunciation. But most people, we don't like this renunciation. I have to give up everything. I don't want to give up anything. But at the same time, that is the truly, renunciation make you perfect practice on our path, enlightenment. Yeah, but this case, we have to do our best again. We are not Bodhisattva, no, we are not Milarepa, Milarepa have good karma to can able to do such things, but we don't. Then we can accumulate good karma and accumulate a purification to you have that kind of brave enough to give up your life for enlightenment. So that's we can do. But you can do something good to contribute to get some, maybe the Mahayana tradition will not get enlightened within this lifetime. The Mahayana tradition is when you enter the Mahayana tradition, you dedicate it. I will, the Shantideva has saying that he's a text very popular, and that many Bodhisattvas use that text, like Dalai Lama and other great masters. So they, that text say it is very important to one is I want to say quote something, but I forget that quote. So anyway, that's very important to one can turn your mind to positive, to bring your mind right in the path. So it doesn't make practice good, dharma's good, Buddha says so good, I'm listening, I'm hearing. This will not get you nowhere. You're staying same place. You have to reflecting on what you're hearing. And then you put in the practice. You have to practice. Practice meaning this to get the result. Hearing, the reflecting doesn't give the result to you. You can have lots of hearing, lots of reflecting. Sometimes we do too much intellectually, then we entertaining our intellectual. We're not really putting practice. Then at the end, you have done nothing, but you know lots of practice, but you don't do anything. So, but practice is, learning practice is not getting enlightenment. Learning practice is good, but you put into practice. That's is important. One time come, you die. So this case, that is the word in a relative bodhicitta talk about that lots, and then we did our best, So today is like 22 stanza. From there, we kind of relative bodhicitta is now done this part. But the last relative bodhicitta, I can say, very important. Mind training will always say, taking and sending, the practice, actual relative bodhicitta practice. So that is the one things you should practice. So this is very simple way to also, but very powerful. One of the great master, and one lady master, Machi Lapi Dharma, and she was one of the Tibetan lady, but she was incarnation of from Indian Mahasiddha, born in Tibet, and she had her own received the teaching from teacher, then she own developed, and she used to be recite the Prajnaparamita 12 volume one day, 2-3 times. She speed reading, and then also concentrating all this meaning of Prajnaparamita. That is a big volume, 12 volume there, and each have 600 pages, big one, maybe this far. So that she read that every day, sometimes 2-3 times. And also she observing that meaning. At a certain point, then she become totally realized Prajnaparamita. She realized that, which means totally absolute truth. She reached enlightenment herself. So then she become very popular in a Chui practice, very high tantric practice, and that Chui practice is a very popular. But that tradition come from India by the great Mahasiddhas. Tambasanje came to Tibet teach, but she has teacher before that, few of them. So received the teaching. Teacher have giving transmission of Prajnaparamita, and teacher already knowing that this girl is not simple, normal, something greatly incarnation, something like that. They make teeth for, especially even that one Lodge monastery monk. She was there with them, studying, debating, practicing, and so she was to become very popular. Majilaki Dharma, we may have Tanka here too, but that is the one of the master, and she was giving her own disciple specific pit instruction, and that's kind of related to relative bodhicitta. One of her disciple in Tibetan guy she giving all the instruction, but Hinayana, Mayana, Bhajarana, all the instruction. But he said that one thing he cannot practice. Then what to make you not practicing? I'm teaching everything, and you listening, you understand this. Why not practice? You cannot able to practice. She said, sometime I'm miserable, emotion, threatening myself. I can practice. Sometimes I become so happy. I enjoy the happiness. I can practice not. So where I have practiced there, I can. Too happy, I'm distracted, can practice. Too destroying, I cannot practice. So where is my time for practice? Then she was saying, she gave the word. Then and there was very profound, few line. So she says, when you happy, you practice it. It's very that happiness provide you practice there if you do. So he said, how I can do it? And he said, very simple. When happy, you enjoy the happiness. Thinking of this, what I'm experiencing happiness, may all sentient beings be experiencing this. So my happiness provide to all sentient beings, may all beings have happy. So your happiness is very useful there. You happy, you put into practice now. So what makes you distracted there? Actually, that's giving you practice. He thought that was wonderful. He gets some spark there to practice. And then he said, when I suffer and emotion difficult, especially mentally disturbed, what I should do then? Then she said another sentence, Dugne dungal daki kur, Dugne dungal daki kur, koa dungal ki jaso kemporshios. He said, you pray that and think of that meaning, absorb this meaning. So what she was saying is when you suffer and pain, you big offering there to make practice yourself. You're giving a condition there to practice. Why not? So she said, when you suffer a pain, whatever emotion physically, you think this pain, I take from hell ram to hungry ghost animal, must suffer these beings. Their suffering is more than what you suffer. Then all the sentient beings have whatever unhappiness, suffering, pain, confusion, physical, mental, I absorbing everything on me, that I replace all suffering of all sentient beings. May all being free from this suffering. No one should be have that suffering, but all this suffering come to me. So I replace myself. That is great purification. That's great practice, your session there. So what make distract you by this? So this is very important for me, relative truth. We have sometimes too happy, some reason we are human beings easily get happy, Also easily distracted, you're upset. So this is how I alternate happy, suffering, day by day. So that is kind of interesting what he instructed. So that is at the end our relative truth. This practice is very simple. You don't need to alter, you don't need the instrument. You just sit, meditate that way. And also, your mind is sometimes too happy. That's your mind. If you're not happy, you are very upsetting there, suffering and pain. So this, you alternately coming your mind, your practice is continually sustaining this practice deeper and deeper and profound. So that's why she say you practice, see. So that is the relative truth. And when you have taking and sending is the same thing. Actually, taking, sending is or simply, you make a breathing meditation, bring down your mind calm and clear, then taking all the suffering of sentient being, you breathing in, imagining all the black, foggy, light, very black, coming and all part of, in every direction, zoom in your heart, the thinking of all the suffering of all sentient beings who are experiencing physically, mentally, all the suffering and cause of suffering, I take up in me and dissolve into me. So that is your ego will be unhappy, but that's supposed to you do. And then you ground the ego by that taking suffering of all sentient beings, dissolve to me, free all sentient beings suffering, and then breathing in that way. So then next breathing out at the same time, any bridges I did for since beginning last time until now in this present practice, all this together, all the Buddha and Bodhisattva, whoever done good job, good action, I dedicate together, I breathing out with the breath and shining light from your nostril, and each and every sentient being reach this light completely free of suffering and have the experience of happiness, especially ignite their mind, kind, loving, compassion, Bodhisattva sprung them, and then have completely destroy all the suffering and cause of suffering, and they reach totally absolute happiness forever that way. So you sending out that so that all good things to other, you're taking in all the bad things yourself. So that's what we call taking sending. That is one session you can do. Powerful practice, great purification. You don't need anything, book and text. It's easy to memorize. So these are, again, both the relative truth. It's very good. Up to dawn, this relative truth, then you have to, relative truth have, not have, you apply absolute truth, emptiness. Relative doesn't get too deep and profound to cause to enlightenment. So you need to have that absolute truth, which we're going to discuss now. So that is kind of, or you can use emptiness. But this is now, we are 22 stanza. We're going to talk on that, okay? So this stanza is saying, Chitra nawa tida rangi sems, it is very beautifully says, Chitra nawa means what is appear, whatever appear in my mind. Chitra nawa tida meaning all those whatever appear to my mind, all this. Chitra nawa tida rangi, whatever appear outside, that appearance is my own mind. I see things, I hear good, I hear bad. So this is my own mind, because I hear something good, I'm happy. I don't hear something bad, I hearing bad things, so you get upsetting. So this kind of, one make attachment and proud, and one make the jealous, angry, and then attachment and so on. Those negative things come up. This, but where come from these things? It distracting me very badly. Who it distracted? It doesn't distract in my body, but inside my mind distracting. What distraction means? My mind is unhappy, or some very unhappy because of that. All this appearance is not I wanted. This appear, but this kind of without my control is appear from my mind. So that's the first time. See, everything, whatever appear, you blame your own mind, or you have to know your own mind. After you think that's all come from my mind, appear from my mind, then think about what is my mind then? What is my mind? That's I see. All this appears. So before we talk about the five desirable, this and that, that's happening, suffering, pain, this, and try to be, engaged with in that conduct to open in a positive way. But now this is all this in come from, where come from? That is my mind. My mind is not ready to exist. So this line is quite lots of things to talk about. Meaning mind itself from beginning, primordially, absent of extreme, and tuba means kind of avoiding extreme, and this called thought comes in the mind. All these are the means absent of the extreme, absent of the fabrication. Some miss you. I don't know the use how to say, but maybe later come up my mind. Meaning primordially, from beginning, mind has not polluted, absent of, not fabricated. Maybe that is the word called unfabricated, on extreme. That's what mind is. So that case, mind is from beginning pure and perfect. But this case, and then this next, if you know this mind is absent of extreme and unfabricated from beginning, so that if you know, aware that perceiver is a kind of manifestating the object there. One mind, I'm the mind, my mind, thinking some problem there, and the color, shape, anything I see there, then this forming their object. So this object is kind of clinging this object. So that caused me the perceiving and perceiver. That's a very important part. So I am who acknowledge, aware the things there, and that things there and the two things together that make some characteristic, If this is the cup, maybe say, this is the cup here, and that cup is here, my mind have to be focused there. Then this is the object, I'm seeing things in my mind, so see this cup there. So when I see this cup, first time I cannot remark this is cup or put the tea. No, I can't. The first time what happened is my mind is pure, it's instant purity there. So that's kind of very short time glimpse you have absent of this characterize this cup. And because we have no time, quick. So when I see this, immediately I can say, not this cup. I cannot have that idea come immediately, but so short time, I'm not noticing that. But actually there's very instant. There is absence of all your mind pure there, which is never grabbed this outside. But then to me and this cup together, finally, second thought will be out of the impurity, then I make, there's something cup here. And that's put in my tea. So this will come. So I like this cup, I dislike my cup. But being this cup there, then I will characterize this and beginning to, I judge that. Good cup, I can use it, or maybe not good color in this shape. There's all this make the zungzin tema, zungzin means the together, perceiving and perceiver. Tema meaning the together make this object there. Then, this will be in the mind continually and carrying on all thought producing from there. The beginning your mind, when immediately you think of this, before you grab this object as real, these things, what it is, so something your mind's very absent, but that's a very pure, instant. Tematai we call it. Tematai means instant mind that is not have polluted by anything. That's always we have. Everybody have that, but that's the problem. When this we recognize, and then we will be no more further to go this illusion. But we don't recognize that, then continually polluting by this and that, and then attachment come. Then you get accepting them, rejecting them, and that yet attachment and anger come. And that's all come, everything's emotion come, the ego will control you, but that they kind of feed back the other poison, that ego become subtle, then you more believing ego than what the reality there. So this case, here says, Zungdin Semanam, all this perceiver hold in object there, and don't manipulate it, make this object to be specific one, then you're holding in your mind. Instead of you holding mind, let go of these things. Then that is the way the Bodhisattva do. They don't clinging to things. They staying post-instant. Post-instant mind is pure. That's a kind of glimpse, very beautiful there. But that is too short, not noticed by ordinary people. When you practice certain level, you're developing, your mind becomes so certain level of understanding meditation. So in the beginning, then you have noticed that. Certainly, you try to meditate, and then certainly this from pause, but not last long. But beginning, you aware these things. then this will be developed. The meditation you develop through this developing that actually is there within you. You have to develop them by through practice again. So practice is important. Sometimes it's very good with hearing the teaching also helping you kind of more get detailed, and you get more get support, give condition to get knowing this. So this reason there's lots of emptiness discussed in many different ways. So in Tibet we have 12 years discuss on this question answer, debating things, still debating, not necessarily result yet. So it's kind of 2,600 year debating. So continuing debating, but someone getting there. But most of us not getting there, we come back again. So this is the way the Tibetan philosophy is. But when they go into Buddhist philosophy, deep and profound, if you use proper way, very beneficial for your practice. But you use it not proper way, then this could be wasting your time. But just learning and study doesn't help too much. But certain point you put in practice, especially Gampo say, normally first hearing teaching, best you can. Second, and reflecting teaching, make sure you're hearing correctly. Examine, debate with some other, and examine yourself. So this reflection is very important. And then put into practice. That's why sequence. But he said the dark age now, we don't have time for that. We never know what happened, when we'll die, when will it happening. So alternate that. You're listening, teaching, reflecting, teaching, then meditate together. You combine that together. That's why if something happened to you, you will have something with you. And then listening only, waiting for until the lesson entirely, then reflecting. So between this waiting to another state, if you dying, you're not getting anything. But really is get benefit is when you put into practice. So emphasize practice is more important. And so that is the reason here it says the Bodhisattva who follow the path of enlightenment, they do not hold in the mind those thoughts. Hila mejemi do not holding this thought, and thought come and go. And then don't stop one thought coming. And so just let them come. And don't following. Also let go. And so that's why you just break the present time your mind and center there. Look at essence of what your mind is. So essence of your mind is not tangible, nothing. So this is what you are following. The sentence are giving this much, but this case, he says here, so children gibung ngezung meba ranging ki maduba tongni to gomba shitangs children ibakana duksok yakpu takchi chebala ten chigum sergius. So this one they giving here says in external tangible things, whatever there, and this will very, detail you investigate it. Is this really exist or this not existing? So investigate it, analyze them, then you put when you finally analyze, you can get somewhere. It's not that existent now. So this case, then you go ahead to meditate. So when you examine in many different ways true nature of your mind and phenomenon, and then finally you have the result there, not intellectually, you can put together intangible things there, all the true nature is emptiness. One gets the beginning of some kind of sense of feeling there is something not really true, everything emptiness. So stay on that state, meditate. That is called jigom, meaning meditating through analyzing. So that is one way to do. And that is what many of the Buddhist practitioners in Tibet, they go to study long time, and many philosophy that way they finally they kind of investigating what the phenomenon reality, what the our ego is a reality, really actual reality. So they examine this way. Finally, you get the result from it, some kind of competence you're gaining. Then you meditate on that. That's called analytical meditations. So then this will be give you external world doesn't have anything you can say is exists truly there. None of them not exist. Buddha says all the phenomena is true nature is emptiness, not truly existed. So that way, when analyzing, you get final that result, and there's nothing real nature of the phenomena has any reality, any tangible. All is total emptiness. So that case, they call analytical meditation. In this case, then you have to go Nagarjuna's wisdom treatise which he wrote, and that is the base in Tibet. Madhyamika is the base text. It's kind of we call root text, wisdom. Something I translated, I don't know how, but anyway, that one text you may know that. Yeah, that's one, fundamental wisdom. That text is based on, then he's great disciple, Chandakriti, Aryadeva, Mahapala, all these different students, very intelligent, Nagarjuna student, common based on that text. That's Nagarjuna composed that. That's very profound. That we want analytical meditation takes long time, 12 years at least you have to engage that practice. As I'm saying, they still not have finalized it. Anyway, so if that way you practice, you kind of analytical meditation, but it is very good. You have time and study, hearing, reflecting is very wonderful. But you put into practice, practicing, that's more important. Because, you will not worsening what you're hearing and reflecting. And so, this case, it's all the phenomena, Buddha said the emptiness. So everything emptiness. Nothing has really existed. So you can see the external world, internal beings, 5 elements, everything. There are nothing really to have essence that what you're seeing. And we're seeing something here, lots of things here, but this also originated. I have the cup. I put water here, I'm drinking. It's very convenient, relatively. The cup here, I putting water, I'm drinking. Of course, this kind of really functioning. So the cup is, but now we say relative truth. And the relative truth means that is a fake. The cup is not really. But relative to have the truth, what the truth is, I can put water, use that drink. That's the truth. But again, this cup there? No. This cup is not there. But we see this old cup is what kind of material make this cup? There's something else. Then have to put lots of two together, this cup become. Then now make shape, somebody have to make this. Now I have the cup, then I can put water there. But then when I look at what I call the cup, if the cup is any part of this material, they are specifically called cup. No. You take out each part, each piece, different piece of the garbage, in fact. And up to all, nothing there, what I call the cup, is not there. So that's the reason this cup, how we see not real existent, and that way you can see this house not exist either. This is Bodhisattva Institute that we label. We believe I'm going to Bodhisattva Institute. I came in the Bodhisattva Institute. I live in this side. Now I'm gathering with my Sangha, discussing Dharma. I'm doing it. So where you are, somebody call you. You say, I'm Bodhisattva Institute. And then somebody says, you are in Bodhisattva Institute. Yeah, yes, I am. Where is Bodhisattva Institute? I will say, this house. Then, okay, I want to see the Bodhisattva Institute. Where is this? You take all the wall, all the roof, each part and piece of the wood there, everything take out. Bodhisattva Institute, the empty sound. There's not really Bodhisattva Institute. So Bodhisattva Institute is empty, not really in existing, but relatively functioning. I live here, talking, gathering. I have sun protect me, not getting here, and the rain will not come down. So this relatively, they're related to the functioning, a relative world. I'm using this truth, but I cannot grasping that real, that phenomena of this, in this Bodhisattva Institute is a piece of the different things together, then become Bodhisattva Institute. So this is a way to know every single things we see, tree, water, everything is all. Everything is kind of impermanent, not have inherent existed. Each part into fail to find essence there. Essence is completely empty. This is have to go lots of different ways to check up that way. Sometimes you can get there, sometimes you not get there. So this is all the phenomena is emptiness. By example like this kind of text will giving so detailed, so helpful, very good. If you have time, you are intelligent enough. That has to be quite good intelligent. And somebody study, it's wonderful to do that. But again, there's sometimes you get too much entertaining yourself on that philosophy that way, and you're not fit to practice. You're just reading, memorizing. You can say things, but you're not put into practice, and that will be not work. But you have to put into practice. But many people claim that I'm practitioner, and then also I'm learned. But we say there's a learned of a Buddhist and practitioner of the Buddhist. So that indicated you learned. They said again, I forget these things. You have you're very learned. What do you indicate outside? You're learned. Tuba. Tuba shishing dulwa. So that meaning hearing teaching too much. That person really hearing lots of Dharma teaching, hearing. What the sign outside? Shishing dulwa meaning very, very peaceful. Dulwa means very subdued mind, very peaceful, gentle. Word gentle, physically gentle, mentally very peaceful. If you see that show he did hear lots of teaching there. So teaching make people subdue like peace, gentle. So that indicates someone who learned. And they know they're carrying on what they learn. So that's why you indicated that person is learned. And then second is meditator, Gomtop nyomo chuas. Gomtop means the power of your meditation, how much you meditate. I can say I meditate cave, meditate retreat, and I can say lots of things. But this word doesn't convey the message you meditate or not. What convey the message is people publicly see him. Gomtop nyomo chuas, power of your have been meditate. What you signify outside, externally you see, you have less afflicted mind, less anger, less desire, less stupidity, less jealous. All these things, different afflicted mind, become less. So you externally, if you can see that, then you accept this person to meditate. He doesn't have to say. You should acknowledge that case. Tutop nyamo chungwa, gomtop shishin tulwas. The two things are very important, and so those are very important. So this way to carrying on what you learn, what you know, and this way also carrying on, you did practice. You really do practice with you mentally, with the devotionally, compassionately. So that is the signifies. So here it's a kind of, briefly I say in everything, dependent originated things are not real. This all is kind of convenient relatively. And the same things you can have one thing, one stick. In the incense you have this incense is like this example, this incense here. So now this is incense very equal, not high and not long. This is permanent or not permanent? This real is equal this way forever? No, this is not. Why? I put here this way. Now they are not equal. This long, this short. This is to exist like this? No. This tall now. I move this one there, this become taller now. So short is not really true nature as short. Long is not true nature short, long. Depending originated, this make this high, this low, and this make also this low. So there's anything to hold on to long and short, black and white, and anything phenomenal is not really. There are lots of different ways to give example and kind of, quoted from Buddha in treatise also too. So we don't have the time this way to shortly. So this way to all the phenomena is not really truly existing. But in Hinayana tradition, they don't go examine long all the phenomena is emptiness. They don't go that way. They examine selfish. Self is empty, But then next, self is empty also. You can see, we repeat sometime before, when you self is like now, so we have also me and I, and only you go through the I and me, that is become very important because that's created me. If I, me, can be big samsara, big suffering, but go to hell realm also because this mind become undisciplined, too negative, go to hell realm. It'd be better that you go upper realm, human being, God realm also. But if you put this mind, training and discipline, you get enlightenment too. So samsara nirvana is also depending on the human, this nature of our mind, So this is Theravada, Prataka Buddha and Sharaka Buddha both examine the selfish, not phenomenal, empty, but self is a selflessness, not selfish. They examine that, and they have very good analytical meditation on this too. So, Buddhist tradition, we do Hinayana treatise, we study with their practice. Vinaya Sutra is based on this Hinayana practice. And so Tibetan Buddhism, they practice that one. Along that, we have to practice that too. And then again, we go to Mahayana practice. Then Mahayana practice is kind of examine selflessness and also selflessness of phenomena. So phenomena, briefly I say this, it's kind of, you can read those book is translated now. Chantakriti book is very good commentary. A Tibetan master and scholar used that book, basic on the Madhyamaka, to study. But that text come from the first Nagarjuna composed that. And Aryadeo has a very good one. There are two commentaries. So under scholar, but basically we use the Chantakriti books, and Umajukpa we call, that is Tibetan. But Sanskrit, they did so something differently. I cannot recall back. Anybody, none of you knows. He may know a little bit. Yeah, this guy have studied on this, studying that. It's good for him. That's what he want. But so that is the lots of text there to, in addition to that, also lots of, and so these are what I'm saying is all the Indian Mahasiddha, Lonot Pandita composed that. But the Tibet also, we have our Karma Kagyu lineage, the Rangjung Dorji composed, and lots of philosophy. Ranjung Dorji have also commentary on those texts, but from Indian root texts. And then Ranjung Thought Karma has big commentary on those, all of those Indian book. And then also that sixth Karma, but Thawanten did also lots. The eighth Karma, but did lots of them commentary. And then his disciple, Baurim, which has lots of commentary in Tibetan also, our own lineage this case. But each lineage, they have all, like Sakyapa tradition, Sakyapa Pandit is a very excellent scholar. So this they wrote in the common, but sometimes it's a little contradict. One scholar says something, another scholar will not agree with that. But it's good to be put together and to make oneself analyze more. So you have to decide yourself. And so this teaching has been Tibet, and what the scholar, they studied this. But in a Tibetan monastery, most of the Kaji more into practice, that they don't have too much study like philosophical. Now India, we have Rumtek have Nalanda Institute, and then Tangur Rinpoche has big philosophical institute, and Shirabling have lots of practice and study, so lots of scholars there. So one of the campus over there, Boulder live now there. Is Kempo Jigme, you bring here one time. Kempo Jigme is a high scholar, very good scholar, and Karmakaji Tori, Tangur Rinpoche's disciple. He is very amazing one scholar, but there's lots of them. But he's the one of I can see. And so then we have lots of scholars in our own lineage too now. One time I think second Karma but developed lots of like this. Then sixth Karma but did also big institute. And eighth Karma but continually keeping that. Then up to this, I think 16, 17, 18, 14 Karma, 15 Karma, not too much. Before that, there is some Sorpuk monastery have scholar there. And those are 8 Karma have disciple. That 8 of them are really high scholar. So they also, many lineage accepting their idea. They wrote books, And so when 16 Karma come already fall apart in Tibet, come out, when I was young, there no place to study. But obviously we do practice lots. Morning, evening, go to temple, do puja, things, meditation. But then some Tangur Rinpoche give morning some teaching. And then one of the great master, Drupa Rinpoche, who's my post-guru, he was teaching there. And not have scholars to come and study these things. So there's when I'm little, there's no one. And Karma would send me Bhutan to go to study there. So I was staying in Bhutan sometime for study because Bhutan and Kalu Rinpoche have retreat there, and I studied there. So I did go there, so I learned. So this, it's this is more history. So anyway, first, we have little remark there, but if you want, you can study that way. Also, you can read it if you're intelligent enough, understanding. That's you need lots of you, very sharp, very intelligent. You have lots of intelligent and diligent both, and needed to operate this thing in the first time, learning this thing first. And second thing you put into practice is very important that. So that is it. Then now selflessness is, we repeated last time too, same things that how you can selflessness. This is very good to analyze that way. And you examine yourself from all your body you can examine. So so that's I need to know now. I have to research my eye. My eye is where? When I say I feel this is me now. But this is actually not me. This is my chest, And then say, maybe this one, here, my head. This is my head. This belongs to me. This is not me. And this belongs to me. This is not me. Arm, skin, flesh, bone, all part of body is not me. It's belong to me. And up to all these each have the part, and you take out every part, try to take out everything. Okay, this, and this. None of this now. Now what the last I have to wonder is, where is me then? And certainly, no, I'm not see inside me something, there, big things, color or shape. No. And outside of me also no. So nothing there. So when you nothing, then you have some sense of, I is not really, it's artificial, not there. You get some kind of confidence or some kind of gain that kind of wisdom. There's a kind of wisdom too when you analyze that part. So then you can see, nothing. So that case, that's what we call selfless. No self there, Self is I'm labeling. Not actually the true nature of me is not there, So that is what you have to examine and analyze them. So when you can see, but when you do that, sometimes you're mentally very comfortable, physically very good, and sometimes you just get your mind is so joyful, some very peaceful, and then you look that way, then you can see some beauty there. You can stay there. So this will not last long because I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I'm drinking, everything I. So we are too much, customated I. So this doesn't make me easily to adopt it. But when you analyze, then we look at detail, then finally, obviously, it's not there. So when you're not there, then you just say, okay, don't think of too much. Nothing. Sit there, just let to accommodate it, what you experience without polluting them by the past, present, future. Just live as it is. That beauty of your mind, that is not gained by your meditation, not gained by your teaching. It's not you find new. It was there, but I don't know it's there. But now when I look at that way, obviously you see them, then you're staying there. So this will not last long beginning. What will happen is at a certain point, you really impress yourself. You feel, I get it now, I get it. So I want to stay like this. Then gone. No more, you see. And you repeat that way, analyze again. So that is a very important way to selflessness meditation. If your selflessness have some sense of your experience, some develop there, then phenomenon beginnings, you gaining some competence, so the all dependent origination is not really existing. So the mind is not really existing now, that's why somewhat. I can see that's obviously. But then I think all this produced by mind, all this phenomena relatively. So that first place, the seed is not there. What sprung there? Seed's rotten already. Seed is not there. So mind is not there. What you call me and I. But then you live on that, not allowed any polluting there. And then you are okay. But last breathing time come, if you can stay in this state, you did very favor. You're getting quite, not need to pardo even. If you have good instructed you meditating that way, you make favor yourself, human beings. That's the way the precious human being. So precious and get value. You get valued, and then the result there. So that time when you staying that way, last breathing on state of that mind, undistracted body, then that's what we call tudam, meaning that then meditate. Someone dying. Recently, Sananda, our monastery, one of last Kalu Rinpoche disciple, he passed away a few months ago. He sit 14-day meditations. When I looked at, he was very charming, very, very, attractive, or what you call beautiful. As he sat there, he dead, but he never look like he's never died. He's ready to speak to you. So I saw that, it's amazing that he's meditating like that. 14 day, they waiting. 14-day morning, he collapsed. And they disposed him and incriminated him too. I have some picture here, but so that is meaning that he have opportunity. He good Lama staying monastery long time. Actually, Galu Rinpoche passed last time, and he's staying in the monastery. He have 200 monks there still. And, he don't do anything. He just meditates, sit above the house, but people respect him. Being him there, the monk is very disciplined. Everybody do everything they following exactly what last Rinpoche have done. So that's the tradition. So that is one of the recently. And I think so, Nyambo Rinpoche, where I was there, one of the monks passed away recently. Also, he had meditating, but they didn't say too much because Nyambo Rinpoche doesn't want to make big deal. And he's a disciple, so some of them meditated. Recently, I heard that, but I think they sent picture. They don't say too much. He was good monk, good practitioner, retreat practitioner, and he's meditating. They take the picture. I saw that, and that is obviously very wonderful. So anyway, so this kind of meditation is very helpful. So one is called analytical meditation. If you do, more examine those cause and effect, dependent origination, so lots of way you can thinking. And then one is we call direct meditation without analyzing. So the one is the scholar way to meditate by analyzing things. Once direct is a great yogi way to meditations. So this case, Rajima du Batong Gomba Shiktang. So this is kind of what we have saying, nature of everything is not to exist and meditate on the emptiness. That is the kind of analytical meditation. Maki rikpeshila ches chipane nangi sem ranjimi batongpani du gombaris. So this the second one is the saying is unborn. You analyze, direct your own mind, and meditate to nature your mind, totally emptiness, nothing, any things whatsoever. So this one is Chegam. Ti japchurtu siksumpa ti Chegam ki japchurti. So one of them, that case what you do is on meditation, you don't have to analyze too much. Direct look at your mind. And the look at mind, your mind has no color, no shape, no nothing. And then look at direct to nature mind as it is. That means. That case, you no past, no future. The present time, you put all effort to present pure awareness, meaning the mind will call naked mind too that time. Naked mind meaning the mind is covered by all the poison, afflicted. But when we can naked within, meaning absent of the covering, all the affliction, emotion are free, and mind raw, nakedly appear. When you have wearing robe, then we are wearing robe. We are not our body naked. But similar, mind is covered by the affliction, dualistic. Then cover your mind and not see actual what mind is. And then we let go naked, meaning let go all this obscuration, obstruction, let go to direct look to nature your mind. Then you can see that very simple. Now, you don't have time to think this way and that way. Look directly in the very present. And then you stay on that is kind of direct yogi style meditations. So, yogi style meditation is not analytical. They just direct looking to nature itself. So these are the very important, and also, so of course, These are simply we say that look like makes sense too, but we cannot stay longer. Sometimes we stay brief, you have this experience. At least allow that brief experience, then you can see there is something I can work. Is there, empty is within me. Buddha, I'm not need to outside, looking within my mind. So my mind is Buddha, but it's covered by so much junk there. But where ego collecting all these different kind of poison, obscure my mind, then I'm not seeing this. That's the way to think. Then we just, absent of thought, just look direct to true nature of the nakedness mind. And so this meaning no past, no future, the present time, fully, aware of true nature of the mind as it is. We call Sem Jamba also Rikton Jambarbul. Rikton Yerme de Don Jambarbuls, this is kind of Kalurum, which is saying Rikton Yerme, meaning that awareness, emptiness, inseparable, union. You customate on that. You are not meditating either that case. When you meditate, it is dualistic. I am meditating, I am meditation now. So in this case, you have the absence of the idea of the meditations. So that means it. No idea, meditation. No idea bring there, you dualistic now. So what you do is your mind is Rikton Yermes. Intensive awareness, inseparable with emptiness. So that means my mind is empty. What I aware that empty is it's my mind awareing. That's called Rigpa. Nyingma used Rigpa that, So we call Tamal Kishiba, our tradition, Mahamudra. Tamal Kishiba meaning ordinary mind. So ordinary mind meaning the mind not polluted by past, present, intellectual intelligence, as it is. That's called ordinary mind. That again, ordinary mind meaning normally we say ordinary people. I'm known, special, they're ordinary. But this case, when you use the Mahamudra, the ordinary mind means mind pure from beginning as it is, not adding anything. So that, you don't have to add anything there, good quality. You don't move anything, bad quality. Beginning, you are primordially pure. So you have to bring these things by your practice, purification, accumulation, merit. And those we're talking about, those are very necessary conditions for have some kind of experience of that. So Rigno Jimbarbu means that the union of the awareness, extreme awareness, and emptiness. So true nature, everything's emptiness. That's emptiness, but then one use your own mind, Tamal Kishiba, ordinary mind. That is the aware the emptiness. But then you don't distinguish this, my intellectual or my awareness and emptiness. Don't distinguish it. The union means that totally empty, but empty is awareness. But awareness is emptiness. There's conjunctions. So you can see a total emptiness. But I fully aware this emptiness. Clear detail. Nothing inside anything I put in. Just that state. This is actually your Buddha nature, your mind. Can you keep that way long as you can? That is purifying lots of impurity. Knock out by one instant you have that state of mind. But hard to get there. The time have to take to develop that. But again, we cannot do it. But don't, leave there. Say, I don't know, I can do it. But you have to pursue. You have to some kind of put effort have some determined to achieve this by learning, hearing, reflecting, meditating. And that is important for us. So that's actually you look at empty, but not this emptiness, you aware very clearly that awareness is not different from emptiness. That's interesting there, That is the interesting thing. Live that way. Say you don't meditate. Gompa mind, Gompa is. Do not meditate. What I do there then? Customate, familiarize. Already there. You familiarize that. When you familiarize one day, one time, if you mature enough, resolve come, detong ermes. So then this become inseparable with empty and bliss. It's emptiness, but completely bliss, beyond intellectual, beyond conceptualizations. So that is the Gompa Mayin Gompa Ngandu Jurvines. So that means not meditating, but customating, familiarizing. When you familiarize, you completely familiarize, then you perfect completely your meditation then. So then you have possibly omniscient there, but it takes time, easy to say. It's reached by my hand or it's something. So this is what we'll call, you do analytical meditation or direct meditation. This is pretty much direct meditation. This, His Holiness Kalurum, which is, he had Guru Yoga practice there. He gave the instruction this time. So it was helpful for me. So I feel that is good to be exposed today for this chapter, 22 chapter. Analytical meditation on that you external tangible things and internal mind. So after you analyze that way, then the remedy for that, all these things, external, internal things, are naturally not established. And one know very well this, then put into your experience, meaning you put into practice. The nyambara jana gomki, tine nyambara jagne gomki. So this way do you meditate about absolute truth in this case, So this can be lots of information to give. So I move on now. So you have question, I can elaborate it from there. So now is 23, right? So this 23 is what we're talking about is kind of we'll call equipoise meditation, actual meditations. But this the 23rd is this called post meditation actually. Up to the meditation, what you do. And before I talk about this, it's a session of meditation, analyze or direct, you meditate that way. After such meditation, such state of mind, what do you do next? You go out, you forget that, So they don't forget now. This case is giving pause meditation. I hope you understand me. Pause meditation, right? So this meaning up to the meditation. So here say, yitu yultan trebana, yargyutige jasan chijin tus, again, meanings if you, after meditation, certainly you have beautiful things you see. Eat one, very delightful. You look at, I cannot turn my eye because it's so good here. So that I meet that kind of things, can take this way. how I can think that one. I should grasping that, oh, real, I have to get this. I should do that. No. What you do then? So you can example that case, how this beautiful is. Example is summer time, rain, cloud, sun, together, rainbow appear there. Likewise, what I'm seeing, the delightful is they not last long, disappear like rainbow. So example like rainbow. So even give the rainbow is condition, depending originated. Rainbow doesn't mean that it's just come up there, but there's rain to be there, sun hit there, cloud there. So all these things together, the temper, this make the rainbow comes. But then we attach the rainbow so beautiful. I want to grab that. Foolish me to grab, but you cannot grab that. First place, they are not real. So this way, what I see immediately up to the meditation, I see so much, so beautiful things I saw. I grab that you can think this is just like rainbow. He's not last long. He's dependent originated. You cannot taking with you. This is just like rainbow is rainbow. It's appear there. It doesn't mean you can carrying home to use them. So this way, like the rainbow in the time of this summer, when it's raining, cloudy, sun shining, all these conditions giving the rainbow. So this zephyr nayan demper metachings. So it appear to beautiful. Appear to beautiful, okay, but do not look them as real. So looking at rainbow beautiful, that's okay, but don't think this is tangible, that forever there. Do not look it, view them as real. So what we view them not real, then you're not accepting them or rejecting them. There's nothing there. Chakjin Pongwa, so let go. They are not real. If everything beautiful, whatever you saw outside, this is just like this. Not accepting and rejecting. The Bodhisattva who follow the path of enlightenment, they see anything appear there, all this like rainbow, not really existing. So that's why you disconnected, you are clinging them, so that's the kind of sentence given. So this is a meditation session, you are meditating, so you came, sit, meditation, you have put effort to analyze, put effort to direct to see the meditation mind. So that is for some, already you're dedicated, that help you not be disturbed like that. When you come out, and I'm not going to meditate, now I'm finished meditation, go out, I might free myself to think of meditation, certainly appear beautiful, then I get attracted. So immediately you have to bring this idea to your mind to let go them and do not cling them. So that's the kind of 23. This is also post-meditation too. Post-meditation, when I go, but this is you see something beautiful, but you can see something ugly. Ugly, or sometimes cause you angry, sometimes cause the desire, sometimes get jealous. All these different kind of poison can come. Let go them by free of the same idea, So that is the 23 chapter, I would call stanza. So now 24. Dungal natsu melam pushtars. This is also pause meditation also. So this here say dungal natsu melam pushitara, meanings we have so multiple, many kinds of suffering, lots of sufferings. But this multiple suffering, example, this suffering is like last night dream. In the dream, my son died. In the dream. So this all the suffering I experienced look like last night dream I have my son dying. I have lots of suffering pain that this I'm clinging this pain is pain, so much pain, my mentally, and I grasping that real. So this is too much attached, too much your illusion. Illusion becomes torture you, may confuse you. So here it says, like someone who die in the dream. So that meaning you have beautiful son, very much hope for him, and you did all effort. But lifetime you may have no son, and dream you have son now. But a dream looks like really I have son, and I love the son. Without son, I cannot live it. I do everything my son. But what happened to my son? Up to I have so much attached, he dead now. Now I suffer. I'm not replacing my son. He's gone now. So now I'm just suffer because my son's dead now. So tragic for him, mentally so painful. Physically he cannot like to be pleasant to anything to. So that kind of suffering you get in the dream. So Tulnan Dembarzon Atan Ches, it's why he suffered there. He attached to illusion, attached to appearance, clinging to appearance. So that caused him sufferings. But all suffering, multiple suffering we experience day by day, time to time. But this is, this like last night I'm dreaming my son who I love, and he died. Now I'm miserable. So that's in the dream actually. It's not really. But then this is the kind of appear to hallucinating. I appear to dream like appearance, illusions, and holding this I'm real. Then I suffer. So therefore, all the suffering what you experience is last night dream, my son. But actually when I wake up from my dream, I never have son. All this hour, this minute, I have to suffer and pain, almost kill myself. But actually, I don't have that. I'm snoring in my bedroom. But I'm somewhere. I have created my son, and then I love son, I care son. Suddenly he's dead. Now I'm miserable. I wake up, nothing happened there. So all this suffering is kind of illusions. Hallucinating this. So this way, you holding illusion as real. So then you suffer yourself. Therefore, Mithinkintan Tibet says at the time, unfavorable condition come such things. Anytime we suffer pain, displeasure, and I get upset, anger. So he thinks that here, Bodhisattva would say, you don't forget last night dream, you suffer. Now, you are a daydream, you suffer. But they're not really true. But this is all, what I'm meeting this cause me suffering and pain is illusions. Not really, have that existence truly. So whenever you have this unfortunate condition come to miserable to you, you don't forget. Look them as illusions. View them as illusion. So then you have not suffering, not clinging that, So in here you have any suffering, you condition bring you suffering and painful. One way or another, you change the suffering. The suffering become more suffering, or suffering become change, happiness. And then happiness not last long into suffering too. So it all is illusion, but everything is illusion. So that is the world we live. And that is our mental state. So if you know all bad omen condition come to you, unfortunate things happening, Don't make big deal to clinging, good or bad, even good. Don't clinging. It's not last long you. And the bad things are obviously all not real. You changing, so each condition bring different kind of state of your mind. So Trulpatawa and Gesel Laling is in this case, everything illusion, look at that illusion, all the suffering, even happiness. And then Bodhisattva who followed the path of enlightenment, look at all these things are not really truly existent. It is just illusions. The last time I dream. So actually, last time dream is a very light dream, not deep dream. Because I will have short time, will be wake up again, and I can see whatever happened last night when I'm sleeping is not really happening. So I will not have any kind of way. I will clinging these things, But this also, we are deep sleeping. So we're dreaming this. It's not real. And then when you wake up to this dream, then you wake up. You are enlightenment. Lord Buddha we call awakening one, sometimes we say. What he awakening is this dream, he's wake up from this dream. He knows this is not real. So therefore he doesn't have any suffering and pain, but he realized such high level, and his compassion who have confused by their own ignorance, he had great compassion to protect and serve us, and so he had wisdom able to see suffering, and he had ability to protect us from. So that reason Buddha is important to remembering quality and perfection. Keep the devotion is a line on your practice. So the Bodhisattva who follow the enlightenment path, they look every misfortune condition, any fortunate condition as well, all they look as illusion. So when you illusion, you don't attach. Good, you don't attach. Bad, not attached. So bad will not harm you. Good also not polluting you. So this both is a post-meditation. Keep your mind this way. Everything is illusion. So that keep your mind in line, similar like your actual, the equipoise, actual meditation, So this is the kind of meditation of the absolute truth and the ending here now. So we have shortening these things. So now giving Bodhisattva a way to conduct. Bodhisattva have kind of what to do now next, addition to this. So that is 6 paramitas. Now coming start, 25th. Chanchu depe lujan tonggu nang churang ibu nala meji goes. So he says, one who wish to attain enlightenment, you let your body also, don't clinging. Necessary, you let your body also. So therefore, you external world, wealth and prosperity, anything you give, there's nothing to discuss. That is the nature you give. But in come to point, your body have to let go for the enlightenment. You have to let go too. So this is first. It's in Changchu Depe. Meaning is one who wish to get enlightenment. Lui Jiang means also your body. Tong Ge Na means if need necessary, you let go your body too. So therefore, external wealth and prosperity, whatever you may need to do, there's no question there. All external reality and material, you have no question to not giving. But post generosity talking about this thing. So therefore, when you generosity giving, what you mainly need to do is do not hope I giving these things. Not hope to get respond me something good. All I wish to get ripening this good karma for my back. No hope. let go without hope and without wishing to get respond to you some good. Oh, you give this, thank you very much. Sometimes people do that, and sometimes I do that too. Maybe not good, but so not sometimes. Most time we do that. So naminda your meanings you hope to ripening what I give. I don't want to get that in operations. So do not do that. Don't wish to your ripening operation from the good what you're giving. And don't expect any responding to give good word for you. So this is the kind of you clinging what you're giving to them, whoever you give. So you give with a kind, loving, compassion, wish to have free whatever his problem, and guide them to get more comfort. And so not hoping anything for yourself. So the great Bodhisattva, when he give the generosity, he give like that. He doesn't have want to get back or return, or he want to, this can help me to somebody give me a word. Oh, they give me. Also, I'm hope. I'm giving now. Next time I have abundant, long life, good health, and so on. So don't expect that way. If you do, what you giving, you clinging. So when you clinging, whatever you giving, then your giving is not pure enough. And giving is always good, but when you clinging, that's afflicted giving, no, it's called. So this is not good to. And pure giving is don't hope to return any word, or don't hope to get praise and next. So that morality, this is kind of generosity, and they talking about Sangzingi Jimpa, Chugi Jimpa, Mijik Jabgi Jimpa. So there's generosity, 3-4 of them lined up there. For this in general we're talking about, we're not going for all of them detail. But that case, then whole week you have to generously talk about it. So sometimes I can say, I want to give time. People doesn't want to listen. So, post day we have crowd people getting less and less. They boring this, But it is very important to hearing carefully, and me also very enjoying to, even 1-2 people, I want to give finish my subject. That's why few people get everything, my information, what I want to say, they can use it. Otherwise, Dharma I'm talking, and they listen Dharma. We have great merit to do so. So I can see the Western, I want to have some text to go from beginning to end. No, my own experience. Now you have to charge lots. When you charge lots, in the good advertising, I saw that in American, nice advertising and charge lots, someone pay. But they will not fail to not come. They pay lots of money. They want to get whatever they paid. So that case, they will not fail. So in a simple way, our most of students, really hard to make living nowadays. So we charge a little bit here, donation to continue to maintain the center, support the teacher and all these things. So we have to charge a little bit, and that make they pay a little bit and come to a point, sometimes not charging. Okay, I go. Today I have time. I happy to go, but tomorrow I'm not go because I'm busy. Maybe I'm just unhealthy. Rather I sleep more, or rest, or go to swimming or movie. So that's will come. Other things make you delay. Then the subject what you receive teaching is not completing. So that's happening. So this reason I want to make used to be 2 day, 3 day. And sometimes people like initiation very much. But see that also very good, some value there because they can, some practicing. Without initiation, you practice not so good. Not that value, but in a good anyway. But not that good. But initiation make you empower the practice, allow you to practice, visualize deities, recite mantra, all traditionally have to pass through the lineage blessing. So that helped them more, sometimes initiation. Also, I find it's gradual initiation. People come always, no problem that. But teaching, first time you come, second time less, third time less. Last time will few people come. So I don't care. I will finish my subjects, anyway. So this is kind of generosity, which is we keep that way. This is kind of his saying. So I'm just comment on that, translating what his text says, okay? But in the next one, the morality. Among the six parameters is generosity, morality, patience, diligence, and concentration. 5 parameters. Then last parameter is very important, prajna parameter, wisdom parameter, wisdom. So this makes 6 parameters. Continue, and this now is second is morality. Morality is sultim me brande me dupna, jene dupar deba gemenes. So this is sultum me brande me dupnas without morality, ethic, you cannot accomplish your own self-benefit. Even you want to do your own benefit, you have to some ethic, morality. Here you say it's very funny or desire to benefit for other sentient being without morality is kind of very foolish. Someone without a morality, ethic. So ethic is become here said very, very important. Morality. Morality is kind of, discipline. So you have to, the morality, ethic with you, you want to do something good for yourself. So if you have no morality, you cannot accomplish your wishes. But then somebody say, I'm going to benefit sentient being. That's very foolish. Without morality, you have to have morality. The morality or ethic bring benefit yourself, benefit others. So therefore, you should not have worldly attitude. Without an attitude to concern of the world, worldly things. So then you guard your morality and ethic. That's the great Bodhisattva who get enlightened on the way. They practice morality and ethics. So this is again summarized. But ethic is for 5 of the different things. Lots of ethics described. So this is second among the parameters. So you have question there, we can help a little bit. But now I think this will be enough this way. So here say if you don't have morality, you cannot accomplish your own wishes. Forget to try to benefit sentient living without the sila, without in the discipline or ethic. It's very funny or foolish, someone doing that. No, not accomplish yourself and other either. So morality is very important. Therefore, when you have sila, taking vow, so you should not have attitude, concern of the worldly and attach the worldly thing to get, ethic meditation, put you to morality. So this way, Bodhisattva who follow the path of enlightenment, they will do this way without worldly attitude. So the meanings they have taking this morality, this ethic, concerned long life, concerned good appearance, concerned people respect me, concerned of all my need, I'm doing this ethical things, morality. And that is the worldly concern. With that kind of attitude, morality is not pure morality. So you let go this kind of attitude, one take the vow to following the morality. So Bodhisattva, they completely avoiding those kind of mistake and make them correct, follow the total taking morality to benefit all sentient being, but free from suffering forever, attain for everlasting happiness. That's aim, that's the kind of wishes to take the vow to morality and keep the vow. But the other way you're concerned all this worldly thing, you have morality, that's not perfect morality. That will be some mistake in there. So continue, right?
It's 353.
One chapter, maybe this is not one stanza, yes, 27. Gyawa longju debe gese la nije tamje rinchen ter tan songs. Gyawa longju debe gese la meaning is son of the victorious. This is called of the Bodhisattva called son of victorious. Bodhisattva is a son of victorious. Buddha's son. But is their son because the Buddha word they carrying on practicing on the get in the Buddhahood. So son of the victorious wishing to enjoy the virtues. So meaning someone who like to do extremely enjoy to do good things. So these are the son of Bodhisattva and Bodhisattva who dedicate to get enlightenment working. They are the one talking about if you such great being, what their attitude here, this is the patient actually. So this individual being, and they have patience, great patience they have. So meaning that anyone try to dispute it, put down them, harm them, any misfortune come, they think this is the treasure, precious treasure they're getting now. So they are enjoying to do good things. There's somebody offer you to do it, but they will not know what they're doing. They're harming, torturing, mentally, physically, and not allowed him to do that. But he will take that as seriously. Precious treasure, I'm getting this. Equal to precious treasure, he getting this. So therefore, when somebody interfering and that harming to you, you take seriously, this is how great benefiting. So victorious son enjoying do virtuous things. And this is the most first things he can do it, someone harming and torturing you. So he can patient that. The patient is a very important part. Again, there are few of them different level. The patient is also Mayan tradition. Is patient is important method to get enlightened quicker. Somebody irritate me, harm me if I want to do something. I look at that. In Sutra, as Buddha says, one instant somebody make trouble to you, distracted your mind and body. So you have to patient that. And at that time you take them special now. They offer me special. If I patient this, then I have numberless negative karma. I accumulated. This moment I can purify. Because he irritated me. Hard to take it, but I'm taking now. So what the benefit being I'm taking this is purifying many kalpas negative. No one can offer this to me, so he is giving me. He's precious. What I get misfortune is the precious. I can use that. I can patient, look deeper. One thing the patient is not really existent, and what you get angry, somebody harm me, I'm a little bit angry, upset. But then in that case, you can look at the absolute truth. Everything's that empty that way. That will helpful if you are more familiarized. Otherwise, you can see this moment I can take it this. I have purifying lots of impurity, lots of negativity, and accumulate great merit this. Otherwise, I have many kalpas go to get this merit, but he's offered me. So I have no anger on. Instead, I think he's the great. Long time we have also some chapter discussed that way. So that's why he can see whoever harming me, he's a precious treasure giving my hand. I have to not misuse it, use accordingly, so I can purify and accumulate the merit. So I don't have to go too long to get enlightenment. So that meaning he make big favor to me. So I have no anger or upset to him. Actually, I have to use him preciously, precisely. And so that's where you accept the patient, patient, all you can, what the benefit. At the same time, you are impatient, you are feedback him as negatively, you will have immediately, moment you're doing it, you are in hell too. Is get upset and angry and all these things. Could be disaster there more. So this is the one you impatient, that will be caused that. You patient, you make great merit, purification. So you have to have some kind of sense of the understanding this way, then you value this way. I'll take it that. We human being cut small in the finger and blood come. So terrible, painful. But one have doctors say your lung have to cut through away. You have to operation. I pay that. Cut me through my lung. Why you do that? Doctors have skill. Doctors know how to do it. He take out my main cause of sickness, take out. Few months, I will be okay. But the moment, let them to cut me. Normally, I don't. But now, because the benefit cutting this make how much it's great for me, I do this. So this way, I'm patient is very difficult, like the operation, maybe more than that. But see what the benefit there. You have room there. And then you can see, after you done, you have, if you do this way few times, you have lots of understanding, your meditation getting better, and you look at the phenomenon differently, sentient being differently, Buddha differently. All this quality come to you, merit will restore it, then comforting, give the contributing all the path to free of obstacle, So this is a patient. So the Bodhisattva who follow in the path of enlightenment, they do this. So that's kind of Zepa Gomba Geze Laling is one who meditate and patient is the way to enlighten, go to enlightenment. Bodhisattva go to enlightenment. So how is it now?
It's 4 o'clock.
Okay, we have questions. So
Yeah, we have a couple questions.
okay, yes, sure. I mean, take question. I will not mind to question. Yes. Yes,
Thank you for the teaching.
you're welcome.
When you were talking about the emptiness in 22, you were talking about the analytical meditation versus the direct meditation. Now, when you were saying the direct meditation, were you referring to when basically the path of seeing, when an Arya achieves the level of emptiness, whereas the analytical could be the meditation prior to that point?
Analytical meditation is beginning. You have to learn how to meditate, debate, you're reflecting them, then with the meditation. It takes time. Also, this beginner, new people, analytical is better because they know what they're doing. When a direct meditation, you have to little bit high meditator.
Right.
So everything they know.
That's when it's non-conceptual. It's direct. It's
Direct,
the path of seeing
yes.
versus what you're talking about, the lower part is because when we first start meditating on emptiness, it's conceptual, it's inferential.
Right.
We have to. So that was the differentiation.
Right. Those direct meditation is we call jogom. Jogom meaning the direct meditation. One you directly go into to nature of your mind, whatever quality, whatever state of your mind. So these have to be similar. A long time ago, you have practicing, so that for them can be able to do it.
Right.
For us, this will not work.
Right, and then that coincides with when you're in the meditation, everything is direct. You're seeing the nature of things directly, and then when you come out of it, the texts say illusion-like.
Right.
And that's the trade-off. That's what's difficult because we can't see the truth simultaneously. When we're in meditation, we see ultimate truth, and then when we come out of the meditation, things appear
Right.
as real again, and we're right back into the conventional truth. Only the Buddha, where he can see both truths.
Definitely, yes. That's the reason Buddha is omniscient, yes. So, but for us, that is actually post-meditation is the analytical or direct meditation. Both post-meditation is similar. Same way to wake from this
Because
meditation.
even an Arya Bodhisattva who's on the 10th bhumi is going to come out of meditation, and things are going to still appear as objectively real.
I think the post to 7 level Bodhisattva, they have readjusted up to that because they can easily readjust it, but they may have not export like 8, 9, 10 Bodhisattva. They don't have the between session and pause. They are always equally similar, equanimity and one trace, samsara, nirvana for them. And we are beginner, certain point that will be helpful to remembering after meditation, to post meditation, whatever emotion come, affliction come, watch them, and they are not really existent truly. And just like we, they post meditation on giving like dream-like meditation, like.
Right. And that's why the challenge for us, it's like just if we can see our life as a dream, we go to sleep as the conventional dream every night, and then we wake up into the unconventional.
Right,
dream.
there's dream too.
Right.
Right now we're dreaming too, but we don't wake up because this dream is so deep.
Right.
So, we sleep. You put the water on your head, you wake up. Any dream, but in the dream, you can see important to realize dream. That's important. So when you're dreaming, I dreamed that I was 9th floor building. Somebody pushed me down. They pushed me down. I'm scared. Now down there, a rock. I crushed. I killed myself, and so I was very scary. Between crash there, I'm halfway through. Oh, this is dream. I've never been here. So then you forget. You do not have this scaring dream and scaring these things, But it's not real. I'm not there. I'm dreaming, illusion. This.
But that takes so much training.
Yeah. So
Where you can,
the lifetime dream is also. You realize this is dream, then this don't bother you too much. But we are hard to be there because sleep deep, and our ignorance so thick. So this not even somebody's this dream, and then we don't think so. We believe this because I'm here, solid. You there? I'm here talking to you. But in dream, the same thing. I dream you, I talking to you, and we fight or you have enjoy. That's happened all things. And when you wake up, this is not real there. So that is the dream. But very good word about the dreaming is a good example to realize emptiness. All the phenomena like dream. That's the Nagarjuna give that lots of example there. Dream-like, mirage-like, water moon-like, mirage-like, so lightning. All these things he giving. 12 of them he give that. Dream-like everything's, and not one example, but many of them. And this helping, So dream is a good example to realize emptiness. Then this will give you some sense. Oh, this is not really true. When we wake up with this ignorance, we transform everything, become awakening, some Buddha, omniscient. But hard to wake up this dream. This dream is so thick, right? So it's a very important for dream. But if you recognize in the dream, it's a dream, that's very important. But in the words, I have many people say, I dream, I recognize my dream.
they say that.
And many of them. And some of them now, it's an institute, I'm teaching there, as a teacher there, long time ago. One lady was teaching a dream, the Native American. And she bring up that she said she dream all the time, and she know that she's dreaming. I said, you're very good. I'm trying to. It not happen to me, But some people may happening, possible. But if you can do that, that will help. For example, Atisha Dipamkara, right? So Dipamkara came post time Tibet. he's teaching on the refuge, giving forethought, give refuge. So all over he doing that. He's a famous Indian Mahasiddha came teaching on. Everybody call him Refuge Lama. The Bamkarais, Bodhisattva, they call Refuge Lama. So he teach only that. He thinks Tibetan people doesn't dream. So he need to someone dream to interpret the emptiness. So he just kept giving forethought in refuge, the general Buddhists, familiarizing them. One day, he can feel it. Some audience, they are more mature. And then he say, you Tibetan dream? He said, of course we dream. Oh, now I know. I can teach you emptiness. He begins to start emptiness. So this is the example. The dream is how value for understanding emptiness.
Well, thank you for these precious.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay. You have time, I'll have time. You don't have time, I want to go back to sleep.
Rinpoche, so we want to recognize emptiness. We want to realize emptiness. And so part of my brain says, so what? So I realized emptiness.
So why that?
What's the importance? I guess I understand the importance of it, but maybe it's my ordinary mind says, okay, so what? I recognize emptiness. That helps us to realize our true nature, which is emptiness, maybe.
True nature, your mind is realizing. Your mind is what you think now. Your mind, you think I am. My mind is here. So if say, where is your mind? What are you pointing out? Can I ask you? Yeah, where? Where is your mind now? Say, you must believe somewhere. Where is your mind?
Can't find it.
No, I know that.
Right.
But somebody intellectually, you'll say, where is your mind? Just say, and not need to think up too much. You think.
In the universe.
Eric, you can tell?
Well, there's a difference between the mind and the brain. So most people will say that the mind is
Where?
a function of the brain. But
Where is it?
Right. It's not in the. I don't think it's in the brain.
What do you say?
In your heart.
Okay, that's the
Yeah.
Tibetans say always heart. Where is your mind? Here, my mind and my heart. And the Western say in here.
Right. The brain is a function of the brain.
So that's I want to say to him to say, what's your mind? I believe he will say here or here, but he say here, and that's true. And so somewhere to mind there, then you look at that mind, you're not finding that mind as we have talked about today a little bit here. And so then what happened is then you have confusion. We all have confusion, not only you. We have sometimes angry, sometimes desire, sometimes stupidity, sometimes proud, sometimes jealous, sometimes greed, and that may hope and doubt. Then I am sick sometimes I'm too happy, sometimes I'm miserable, sometimes I feel so frustrated. All these things comings, right? So you want to stay with this or not? My question. You don't. Then that's the reason you need to realize emptiness. You realize emptiness, you free of that problem.
Okay.
Simply question.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
That's for sure. President, you need to more.
I'm only the president. I'm not a...
No, it's okay. I mean, that's good question. Somewhat, I don't mind any question like that. Many people need these things. Sometimes we don't want to say things what I have problem. I hide my problem. I hide it. And some people honestly presenting, man, you just open yourself to say, here, my problem. What is this? It's nice to have, and many people like to hear that, Some people have that, but they don't want to say that. And some people like you don't care. So that's...
I don't care that it sounds...
Well, I mean, that's...
I think like
No,
I'm
is
stupid.
many people get helped by this question answer, Thank you. Yes, something.
So, Lama, if everything comes from primordial mind, then isn't mind because of actions, our flesh and body is here. That's how the hell beings are there. All realms are there because of actions sprung from primordial mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you say where is mind, it's everywhere because all of this is mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so when we can understand that, not when we can actualize that, I guess, then we're a bodhisattva.
Yes, actually, yes. But mind is nowhere and everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere because I'm clinging my mind here, your mind there, all there. So everywhere. But when you look at directly, analyze them, nowhere there.
Right.
So therefore, Buddha says, mind is created samsara, mind created enlightenment. Undisciplined, let the ego to control you, cover you to nature, beauty, mind, Buddha itself, covered by ego, and produce everything's negative. That negative contribute the karma. Karma ripening, and you are suffering here. Long life, short life, sickness, happy, unhappy, all these things. So these all, no one did for us. We did in past life, we explaining now, experience now. So in order to dispel them, is you have to discipline. To cause of the suffering is the karma. The karma come from my afflicted mind. Afflicted mind becomes so strong, urge my speech, mind, body to act the karma. This ego is controlling everything there. So producing all the suffering and pain, samsara, is my mind created there with the illusion mind. But again, if we discipline this mind can fully awakening and become omniscient, free of all these things. Then you become nowhere, everywhere, not affected by any suffering and pain. You're free. So that is the awakening one of we can call omniscience.
And so is that the reason to place ourselves in primordial mind as much as possible through meditation? To stop our activity in samsara?
Yes. Basically, meditation is work, but it relatively, first control our speech, mind, body. What caused suffering? That you have to control and discipline not to do this. And what caused me happiness? Do good thing, whatever that may bring me happiness. I approach more, encourage my mind to do good things, avoiding bad things, protecting myself bad things. So when you're avoiding bad things, you're lessening your karma of the negative things. And you're more approaching the positive thing. This make more comfort your mind, body. And then your mind, body is comforting, mind, body is healthy, mind is happy. Then you have great tool to adjust your mind, look direct to nature, pure mind. And so therefore, beginning, I would say it's a kind of very mindful, be positive. And positive, in fact, among the positive, speech, mind, body, mind have to be very positive. Mind is the king. Speech, body is the servant. So king command, and then servant will do it. Same things, mind have to motivate to do good things. So then physical do bad, good things. Speech will do good things, The mind is bad motivation, then speech will rough, unpleasant, and physically, and condition is, physically acting is a bad condition in bad activity. So this contribute to interfering to bring your peace, your mind also. So first you make peace mind, beginning that contribute. Then slowly, when a peaceful mind, then you can see you are gaining some, this virtuous action can contribute to wisdom, your mind. Wisdom means light. Mind is no light there, it's dark. Therefore, we're not seeing things. That's called ignorance. We're not seeing the right and wrong. And that's our ignorance. So when you do good things, possibly as good will be make the mind calm down, clear. So then will be have some wisdom, what the right, what the wrong. And this will lead by outside. You can make the different meditation, different bodhisattva activity, which we cannot think we can do it. But then one time come, you will do it. And that was state by state. Practicing, learning is very important. And now the people read it in a book, and they have sometimes audience answer better than me. They have lots of tantric practice. They know. Maybe I don't know those things. So they're kind of amazing because they're reading book. I don't think they practice. Then they read, they ask questioning to me. And I confuse myself. But, sometimes I saw that. But, some people may know what they're doing. Some people may not know what they're doing. They just ask him, they read book. Book, now there's lots of book, good book, also. Good, very helpful book too. But sometimes they author more like to make money, name, fame. So they do the best book and translate it to English, which not exists in Tibet before in the West. They make that book to translating now. So that book is going all over. An author become very famous. So that way also somewhat misusing. Somewhat they do that, money, whatever get supporting monastery, supporting monks, older people, like Dalai Lama does that. He has lots of books. Sometimes he give it, most of them he sell. But money go all over. He will not have penny misuse it. Possibly is older people and young children in school, then sick people, then monastery, and then where of need. So he'll decide it. And nowadays, I didn't know, used to be when he teaches, people give offering to him. There's more than few 100,000. He open and check, he will read, this much money they give me. Now, 100 go there, somebody write down. 100 go there, school. 100 go to this, all children and family, older people live. One go to sick people. So he share all of them. And he'll be a few $100. He said, this go to Dalai Lama pocket. He's funny that way. See the 200 left now. This going to Dalai Lama pocket, he will put in there. It's very humor, but it's a great activity he does. So that's why we cannot complain everything wrong again, those things. But some people, I think, use that way too. So anyway, Dalai Lama is my favorite teacher. He's wonderful. Look at him, you can see. Any word come from him, I thought that's touched my heart, moved my heart. But I'm thinking this word, I repeat, many teachers taught me this. It doesn't happen in my mind. But when I hearing from him, different way it go in my mind. So I think he lived with that word. And therefore the word is very strong affect me. But I think many people does there too. When the Dalai Lama comes, people screaming, all these things. And they're happy by seeing him. So that way to enlighten quality manifesting by seeing liberation, that's to happen there. Seeing him in the TV, people standing joint hand in the TV. And so that is, why not someone on TV, we not care that. When Dalai Lama come, even innocent people doesn't know him and they standing up. So that's powerful of his purity and his wisdom. So I like that very much, and thank you. We finish.
The dedication prayer, page 13.
Diye tamche zikpani tonne dana pamje ne kengai na je balai tubai siben sole do sho jamben ba jedra kemba da kundo zambo de yan de jende Dedai kunge jison daloi jin, Yawai dedai tamje rabdung, Yawai tunne rimbo je, Mage Banam Ge Joroji, Deba Nyamba Mebadam, Gone Gondo Pewa Sho. Gozon Nibe Chen Lai Dang, Chinye Minjura Dembe Chen Lai Dang, Gede Meje Dembe Chen Lai, Chitara Ngawai Melain Dubai Sho. Thank you. So tomorrow night we'll continue the chapter, okay?
Okay.